Now, do you think that you get overlooked as a rapper from Florida?
Yeah, all the time, all the time. They, cause people go with what's hot. You know what I'm saying? People at that time, at this time, people just flow with what's popping at, what's trending. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get overlooked all the time, but they don't make me bitter about nothing. Cause I'm gonna be me, whether I got 10 followers or whether I got 1 million followers. I'm gonna be the same old Choo.
Yeah, because I think I heard you say you feel like you don't get much credit.
Right.
So I was wondering what do you think, what would credit mean to you? Would it just mean more commercial success, you're more of a known name, or would it be more young Florida rappers shouting you out and saying, you know, Choo Choo helped me become this, his influence?
Right. It's based upon, when I say I don't get enough credit, when they think of Pompano, like this where it came from. You know what I'm saying? When Wild Lil went to popping, if you was in prison or anywhere like that, you had to look up where I lived to know what Pompano. Ain't nobody know what the hell Pompano was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got Kite City and it's a lot of neighborhoods. I ain't finna sit here and name them, cause I might leave some out. Somebody might feel offended. But I ain't finna sit here and name all them hoods. But when you think of Pompano, when people was in prison and all that, I used to get a bunch of phone calls, man. A lot of homeboys all on the phone. Hey, boy, I seen that where I live, boy, you represent for us. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, that's what I mean by the credit. You know what I'm saying? You had to look at where I live to know what Pompano was. Yeah.
Because you actually went on social media and you said, I'm the face of Pompano.
Right.
So I've got two questions about that. One
Right.
is what made you do that?
That's just how I was feeling at the time. I was just feeling that, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things be off of emotions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just sit to yourself and you just think. The walls are closing in on you sometimes, and you just, I just put that up, and I offended some people.
Yeah, so what was the reaction to that like, and why do you think that offended people?
They offended because everybody want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be that guy, be like, man, hey, I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm that person who everybody supposed to be looking at. But if you ain't that person, and that's what you want, it'll tick you off. And people go off in the rage. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your relationship with Kodak Black?
With Kodak, we at first, I'm gonna say at first, you know what I'm saying? We were real tight, man. We used to have those conversations. Well, I used to tell her, bro, look at the brighter side of things. You know what I'm saying? Don't thank everybody for you. People say they ride because they say they'll ride because they blinded by the money. You know what I'm saying? When you got a lot of money, you get a lot of company. You know what I'm saying? So, I used to ask them all kind of questions, like questions that really make him think. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't scared to do that. But it went left. You know what I'm saying? Our relation as a knot, it had went left. Due to the fact that nobody ain't really, everybody blinded to this fact, but the people around him tried to box, even Coley. They tried to box me and Coley out. You know what I'm saying? They were making phone, they'll talk to him on the phone and like, hey, them niggas writing you, bro. Choo Choo and Coley writing you, we weren't writing him. You know what I'm saying? We was out here, we weren't writing letters. You know what I'm saying? But that's our dog, you feel me? But it went left at that time. That's where it all started from. So when he had got out, the people around him were making it seem like it was worse than what it was. Even the people in his circle wasn't even writing him. You know what I'm saying? But they made it a big thing. And that's when everything went left.
Can you explain your song "Letter to Kodak"?
I was just letting them know how I really felt. You saying write you, so here's your letter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because listening to it, it didn't necessarily feel like you were like mad or anything,
Nah, not
but
at
it didn't.
all.
It also didn't feel like you were saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry" either.
Nah,
Yeah.
not at all. Not at all, because I'm a man first. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel some type of way, I'm going to stand behind it. I ain't going to say, hey, it's this, and then behind closed doors is that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand behind what I said, what I'm saying sorry for. What I'm sorry for.
Yeah.
So, but like I say, everybody behind everything that's hot, everything that's going. So, of course, people going to make it seem like I'm the bad guy, because that's where the money at. The money on this side, you know what I'm saying? But I could be true about my situation or about everything, but the money on this side, and coming from where we from, everybody poor, everybody, nobody ain't really got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna go with this side, cause they hoping and wishing that he gonna throw me something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it really about.
And where does it stand, like as of today?
As of right now, like, I still got love for him. Like, I still say free Kodak. He in the predicament right now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think nobody want to be in that. His album dropped, man. I put it on my page and all, cause that's Lil Bruh forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I one day, he might open up and realize what's real. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking advice from people who just want something. You know.
Well, what are your thoughts on what he's been going through over the past few months legally?
God molded him. That's all I can say, because I've been through those situations, but I ain't have to be locked down. You know what I'm saying? He probably was a bigger animal than I was when I was coming up. When I did everything, I was quiet with it. You know what I'm saying? But God was like, I ain't gonna say God was like, I can only think. You know what I'm saying? What I think, but from the looks of it, it just looked like God molding him. When your back be against the wall like that, it just he be trying to reach out to you and let you know, hey, I'm here. Don't forget about me. So I'm gonna lock you down right now. It's you gotta look at it from the spiritual side to understand.
How do you balance becoming successful but also staying true to yourself and staying true to the people you grew up with and the people that made you?
Just continue doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? The people, my crowd of people, and what I stand for, they like me for me. So as long as I continue doing on what I do, I'm gonna get to where I want to be.
And you describe yourself as like a street rapper.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
what is being real? What does being authentic mean to you?
Just calling it how you see it.
Yeah.
Telling people, okay, this the wrong path right here, but you can make some money on this path. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm gonna give you the detail of what's on that path. I ain't just finna say, hey, boy, there's a lot of money on that path, but I know it's wrong. Then you got the good way. You can make that same amount of money going on this path. So I'm gonna let you know both sides. I ain't just gonna tell you the good path, because the good path might sound like a dream or a fairy tale, and then that bad path, I'm gonna tell you the ins and outs, what's on that bad path as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I sit in the middle. So I can tell you both sides. It's up to you on how you want to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Do you still live in Pompano Beach?
Yeah, I still live in Pompano.
Do you ever see yourself leaving the city?
Yeah, most definitely. Because in Pompano, there's not a lot of land. Well, you can always buy property and live how you want to live. But I always told myself, I got kids, so I want a better upbringing for them. When I walk out my yard, I want to see a lot of land. I don't want my house to be right on the street. I want it to be far away, where my kids can run around. If they want to run around and do what they do, they can run around the yard. It's so big. You know what I'm saying?
What are your thoughts on the younger artists that are coming out of Florida right now?
To the younger artists, I listen to songs, they just gotta learn on what's best for them. It ain't no guidance out there right now. Everybody's just running wild. So, I don't blame for what they don't know, cause they can always learn, you know. But it's whack right now though.
Yeah, you think it's whack?
Yeah, it's definitely whack.
You don't. Do you have any favorites of the?
I listen to so much people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you saying? Do I have any favorite people who I listen to?
From Florida. You don't like anyone that's coming out of Florida right now.
Oh no. I like people out of Florida.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from Florida, so I hear different music. But I'm just saying, as far as overall and what people think what's hot right now is whack. It's whack right now.
You think lyricism in hip hop is?
They just go off tune, like, you know, in the industry they call it mumble rap, but it's just saying anything. You know what I'm saying? One they talking about a pistol, you know what I'm saying, here and there, and then the next bar they talking about a girl, like it'll throw y'all like, what you really saying, bro? What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Where you going with it? When I get in the car, I like to know where the hell I'm going at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by people be losing me. You know, the tune be straight now, the beats riding or whatever. What the fuck you talking about?
No storytelling.
Yeah, it ain't none of that. Make me feel what you saying. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the label mumble rap? Because I mean, Kodak Black gets thrown under that label.
To be honest, I don't really know. I hear people saying mumble rap and they put Uzi Vert, they put them weird guys. They put all them weird guys in that category. So when I hear mumble rap, the first thing I think about is, oh, he ain't talking about nothing. You know? So that's how I define mumble rap. He ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah, it's just light.
Yeah. That's it. That's just the fame. You know.
Yeah.
Fame with a name.
Well, what's coming next for you?
I got this new project called Stripes, you know, and I named it Stripes for many reasons. Back in the days, I don't know if you read up on Black history or nothing like that, but you know, when people used to get whooped back in the days with whelps on their back, scars and all that, them the stripes I'm talking about. You had to go through something to get where you going. So that's what stripes mean for me, you know. Before I get to where I'm going, I had been through something already. So on stripes, that's what I'm basically talking about. Everything I done been through, you know, everything that it's nothing fabricated. Nothing fabricated, man, you know, unadulterated.